Hey there, knife fans from around the world. Love Them Knives channel. LTK's here to talk to you about a budget knife, and it's a budget flipper, and it's from Kershaw. I mean, some CRKT. It kind of looks like a Kershaw. No, it's from CRKT. I got Kershaw on the brain. IKBS, this little thing here. IKBS, it's the Outrage Canonian design, right? Okay. And it's a liner lock. Look at the lockup. Pretty strong lockup here. Got jimping here. Got jimping on the liner that you disengage the blade with, right? 3.19, about 3¼ inch length for a blade, right? And it's aluminum, kind of a gunmetal gray, satin, obviously, on the blade. Nice, feels sharp. All right. Oh, I got this knife from a guy named Frank that lives up near Buffalo, New York. He sent this one to me just for laughs. Of course, he sent me money because I was going to sell him a Hogue X5. So there we go. We're making deals, and this is cool. Let's kind of take a shot at this one. We centimeters. We got about a little over 8 centimeters in blade length, about 3¼ for blade length as far as inches. 7¾ overall, and not even quite 20 centimeters, less than that. As far as overall length, blade thickness is 0.122 inches, which is just under 1/8 of an inch. And it won't let me go to metric. There we go. About 3 millimeters thick. So that's pretty good, right? That's effective for a small EDC-able knife. Yeah. Like the pocket clip. Very stylized, kind of this big spoon thing. And, you know, it's kind of short. Looks like right hand tip up only. No left hand option there. No tip down option. Got a lanyard hole right through the back spacer. And here's your back spacer. And to me, it looks like black G10. I could be wrong. I didn't see it in the specs. But yeah, it's got IKBS bearings, so it flips really good. You know, nice bearings in there if you can really see them, which maybe you can't. Yeah, you kind of can as you look in that end. Yeah, IKBS, right? Nice that they're doing that. They've been doing the IKBS for at least a year or more, because I know I've had one that had that, and it was a while back. So yeah, nice. I like the styling cues on it. It's got jimping right here on the top of the scale and also on the top of the blade. And of course, it's also got jimping on the front of the flipper tab, which is fairly chamfered off. You know, it's deburred, so it's not real sharp. I don't notice any real sharp lines on this knife. So I think the fit and finish is pretty good. Right? Stainless hardware, real easy to access with your Torx to take it apart, clean it out. Back spacer partially, you know, is in there. So clean it out by shooting some air, water, whatever through there, right? Oh, blade steel, 8 CR13 MOV. Of course, this is made in China, right? So, you know, when we argue about Chinese knives, it's kind of weird. It's Kershaw makes a bunch in China. CRKT makes a bunch in China. Chinese people make theirs in China. we hate the ones that the Chinese people don't make for us. They make for themselves and sell through like AliExpress or DHgate. You know, all of a sudden those are, you know, I don't know, substandard, where these are, you know, totally acceptable. I don't know. I don't get that because I've handled too many other unbranded knives, and I know that they can be really, really good. Any case, so there you go. It's the Outrage, right? It feels fairly light. It's got an aluminum scale on it. Let's try this scale. That's not aluminum. 4.2 ounces, so that's not terribly bad. And it is 121 grams. So that's right in the EDC deal, right? Yes. And here's kind of the paperwork if you want. Columbia River, Outrage, gunmetal gray. And, originally like almost $70 retail. Nobody ever really pays full retail unless you walk into some fancy schmancy brick and mortar knife shop, and then you might. So I was going to pull the specs if you were interested in overall length. It's under 8 inches, right? Closed length 4.67 and 4.5 ounces. It seemed like it weighed a little less than that for us. And the rest of this stuff is the blade thickness, which was under 1/8 of an inch. So I think it was 0.125 or 122 for us. ACR13 MOV, that kind of thing. Aluminum, the liner's 2CR13, right? Okay, so no, it's a good budget knife. It flips really good. It's comfortable in the hand. Fit and finish looks pretty good. And it's tossable. So my buddy Frank sent it to me just for the heck of it. And I got another knife I'm going to review that he sent to me. Doing knife deals. That's what we do. Knife deals back and forth. So it always seems to be the guys in New York, Northern Illinois, Canada. It's weird. Don't have a lot of, I got a few troublemakers from California and Florida. In any case, yeah, I like it. It's really a good carry knife. I'm not sure that this is the design that really turns me on. I mean, would this be a knife that I would just have to have in my permanent collection? Negatory. No, not really. It's kind of an also-ran for me as far as style goes, but it doesn't mean that, that it's not a very usable knife, I mean, it's sharp, right? Blade sharp, cuts paper, got a usable edge on it, got a very functional edge on it. Obviously, there's some piercing capability in there as well. The jimping here is functional, and this little jimping on the front of the flipper tab becomes kind of a grippy little jimping for this finger here. Yeah, can you choke up on it? You can, if you want to use that choil, right, for fine work. So yeah, as far as a small, fairly lightweight, affordable, budget-oriented knife, if this design is something that you like, then this is a good knife for you, right? Yeah. It's interesting. It's very stylized here with all the little grooves and holes and, channels, everything that's done here. Yeah, you can put your lanyard on there, slide it in your pocket. Very interesting. Another well-known designer, Ken Onion. And, of course, he does a lot of stuff with Kershaw as well, as CRKT. I'll leave it for your consideration. There you go, folks. Because you know what? We love them knives.